Good Thursday to you. Roger Hill of Wuthering Heights, VELCO Weather Hazards forecaster, looking at the broad view of North America. You can see some smoke up here in Canada, and I just wanted to show you that this is partly some of the local fires that have been taking place and wildfires way up here, but also this could be also some smoke associated with a lot of fires taking place across on the other side of the Arctic in the Siberian Russian area. We also have a tropical system. These have been pretty active off the Mexican coast. We had one trying to spin up across Florida, and it got caught in this frontal system, and that's no longer an issue. We also have fairly pleasant benign conditions currently with the temperature set up. These temperatures are going to make a little bit of a warm-up, but it's been pretty fabulous across a wide area of east of the Rockies, east of the plains, with some pretty excellent weather right now. A lot of clear skies, low humidities. You can see dew point temperatures here that are down basically into the 50s, and even into some locations that are typically at this time of the year in the upper 60s to near 70. I'm getting a break, of course, in very dry conditions out west. Let's take a look at some of the computer modeling. Okay, we have a broad area of higher pressure. You can see where that extends. This is the European model showing the zoomed out North American aspect here. This is an area of higher pressure that stretches across. There's a weak, very weak little area of trough of lower pressure kind of swinging on through. This is going to trigger a few widely scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, anywhere from the Adirondacks across sort of central parts of Vermont's counties a little bit later on this afternoon, and they should basically be dying down before 5 o'clock and be pretty much out of the picture at this point. Now this is gone with that area of higher pressure and control. This is valid into Saturday, and we see here this is 18Z Sunday. And you can see a weak little weather system beginning to move into the region. And on Sunday afternoon, it moves really quickly right out of the region. And then we're into some off and on sort of afternoon and evening shower and thunderstorm activity that's going to be with us going in right into Monday, Tuesday, and into Wednesday. And this is a precipitable water metric, and anything in the blue is below normal in terms of dryness, least amounts of moisture. You can see this is valid. These are 6-hourly increments, so really not a whole lot going on today, and that will continue on Friday as well as into Saturday. You're starting to see some of those reds move into the region. This illustrates higher moisture, and this is precipitable water by measurements of the metric here showing more moisture, and you can see basically white is no change, and then anything in the reds, and these darker reds here at the bottom on the left-hand panel, 2.8. You can see that's around 3 sigma standard deviation. So some of that tries to make a run at us. We get a little bit more humid. We'll see the temperatures ramp up and so forth, and nothing really out of the ordinary. Now this is valid. We get into Monday and Tuesday with the most potential for some heavier rain showers, but really we're looking at rainfall deficits. And just to take it a little bit further, this is into Wednesday, and you can see a cold front that will then drop into the region. It looks like Wednesday night. And we'll start it all over again. This is a valid late next week on Friday. We're looking at some real dry weather again, probably cooler temperatures as well, and some real pleasant conditions. Okay, we're looking at, this is 3-hour QPF for the GFS ensemble, and this is centered on Montpelier, Vermont. So a little bit of stuff this afternoon. You can see just barely a little bit of precipitation indicated, then dry again, a little bit of an uptick, and then we get into basically Sunday into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. You can see better chances for precipitation. Now covering that with CAPE, or convective available potential energy. So we get this from the daytime heating each day. A little bit we're seeing just about every day. We'll see just a little minor CAPEs. So what are big CAPEs? You get around 2,000, 2,500. Some pretty good thunderstorms, along with a lot of shear, can take place anywhere from, 800, 700 CAPEs, up in, of course, anything above 1,000. And sometimes you get those combinations. So this would say there's a pretty good updraft, 2,500 CAPEs on the average. This is, of course, and that would be from the GFS ensemble. And we're seeing, furthermore, each day as we get into a little bit more humidity. Let's take a look at temperatures. And you can see our daily temperatures are making a little bit of a rise and kind of level off basically somewhere between 80 and 85 degrees. And then matching that, a little bit of a downtick here once we get in the mid part of next week, and then we cool off, as I showed you with the PWatts or precipitable water. The other thing I want to match up here is dew point temperatures. You can see a climb in the dew points. We get above 60 approximately Saturday evening into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then that crashes. Of course, that indicates some kind of a cold front. Let's look at precipitable water on the GFS as well. You can see that that is also indicative of higher amounts of water working on in, of course, more moisture aloft. Not a whole lot in the way of precipitation over the course of the next 7 days, according to the Weather Prediction Center, and this is 7-day QPF. The 5-day QPF, we have deficits running under an inch in most cases, but Vermont's not going to see its share of normal or average rainfall. That's okay. We picked up a lot of rainfall in the spring, and I think we're doing okay in terms of soil moisture. Now, temperatures, we're looking at overall weighted high temperatures running about 3 degrees above normal. And about 3 days later, that average weighted temperature is going to be somewhere between 6 and about 9 degrees above normal. So northern tier regions showing above normal, the areas to the south below normal. A little bit of a switch. And I'm going to leave you with this. This is the GFS climate reanalyzer, and you can see the temperature anomalies and where it's warm, where it's cold, and so forth. You can see this kind of warming that has been taking place. Let's go back to that there. And northern Alaska, that kind of stretches down south of Hudson Bay and then north of the Great Lakes. This will be kind of working its way toward us eventually as we get toward the weekend. And this is kind of the signature here that's been warming. The areas that have severe warming are in the northern areas. Looks like parts of Europe, and then also in parts of northern Siberia. That's it from here. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.